So as Steve mentioned, my name is Josh Tesoriero. We're close, Steve. In talking about being saints and apostles, it's kind of something big to stand up to. I mean, a saint and an apostle. And I mean, one saint that I feel I have something in common with was St. Augustine. He's a doctor of the church, but before that, he lived a very seedy life, and I can relate to that part. But he also had a conversion, and I can also relate to that part. My experience with the Lord, also coming back to him, coincides with my experience at CIC. About 4 years ago, actually just a little bit over 4 years ago, I got in some real trouble. I got a DUI, or I should have got a DUI, I didn't. And it was a moment of clarity in my life, and I realized I need to start living my life in a different way. I need to recommit myself to the Lord. I don't know exactly how. I started going back to church, but I knew there was something that I was missing. And my dad had been invited. Well, first of all, some backstory. My dad, he's been involved in CIC for over 20 years, and I remember going away for weekends, and he'd come back. He was always much happier, much nicer. But he'd been asking me constantly to come on these weekends with him since I was about 15 or 16, and I was like, no, maybe next time, maybe next time. I'm never really paying much attention. And finally, I took him up on this offer, and I was in a pretty fragile state, and I decided, yeah, I'll go with you. And so I remember the first night vividly. Tim Rowland was leading, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. I kind of felt a little uneasy. But the next morning, my dad was playing guitar, leading. He invited me to come and play guitar with him. And at that moment, I really felt a sense of acceptance. And from that moment on, the changes in my life have been great and amazing. Let's just fast forward a little bit, sticking with this theme of music. And that's something my dad and I have always shared. We both have a passion for playing guitar, and that's a connection that we've had even when I've fallen away and didn't really see eye to eye with him on anything. And the Lord used this passion for music, and as I grew in my relationship with him and my experiences at CIC, he challenged me through Darren Handy, saying, you play with your dad at these meetings. How would you like to go to other chapter meetings where they have no musician and lead for them? And it was hesitant. I mean, I'd always kind of flown under his coattails and let him lead, and I'll follow. And that kind of works for me. No responsibility, right? And but I said yes, not knowing what that would lead to. And it started out with leading music at challenge meetings during the week, and that turned into leading at challenge weekends. And that turned into leading praise and worship songs for brothers at their worship services. That turned into playing here today in front of you guys. And just that little yes. And it started out so small, but the places that the Lord took it are just incredible. I mean, right now I lead at our new Tempe chapter at ASU, and I don't even know where the stuff I'm saying comes from. I mean, it comes from the Holy Spirit, I know that, but it's just phenomenal to see the way He's moved in me. And another area I think that the Lord has He's shown me talents that I didn't know that I had. And He's shown me this through the examples of these older men, these refined men that I've gotten to spend time with and who have actually taken an interest in my life, which is slightly shocking to me because these are men who are accomplished in business and in family and in their walk with the Lord. Yet to take time out of what they're doing and to say something to me, it could be a little thing in passing, or to reaffirm what I'm doing, it speaks volumes. Men like Darren Handy and Tim Rowland, Art Klum, and my dad. I don't know where I would be without that type of example. To see that you can live with integrity in your business, and you can have a full life and full family, and just stick with the Lord, and that's given me the strength to kind of put my life in the Lord's hands, and it's taken me places I didn't think I'd ever go. I mean, I'm about to graduate college. I just took the LSAT. I have goals and ambitions in life now, and I rely heavily on the Lord, and this all goes back to simply saying yes as Terry mentioned earlier, when Philip said in the thing, just come and see. My dad was just saying, come and see. He didn't give any specifics. He didn't give anything at all. It was almost like it was some type of, in my mind at the time, cultism time. He didn't say anything. He was like, just come. And I was like, well, what's it going to be? Just come. And I'm so grateful for the chance to be here right now and to be on the receiving end. And knowing that going forward in my life that I have this great responsibility and really duty to use what I've been given and bring it to people, anybody really. It doesn't have to be people my own age, it can be anybody, but I now have that responsibility. And I just want to thank you guys. And it says be bold and be bright, and my dad, and who you invite, and it can be your son, it can be your neighbor, and you just have to keep asking, because I'm testament being here right now that that invitation, when acted upon, can truly change somebody's life. Thank you very much.